All right, so today we're gonna watch some Andre Williams. If you guys don't know Andre Williams, he's the newest political pundit on the far right. He's black. He's critical of black culture. He was in the army. He was a former, I think, army guy or whatever. But he's cool, man. I like him. I like his stuff. But he's getting a lot of hate, of course, from the black community. They are calling him, of course, names like Uncle Tom, Coon. That's about all they really know. Bootlicker. And they call me the same stuff too. So, hey, maybe we got to do like a collab or something. But let's go ahead and see what he has to say. This video is I hate black conservatives more than black liberals. Okay. And I might agree with them.
I hate black conservatives more than I hate black liberals. The reason being is that the black liberal is consistent. The black liberal, I can understand where he's coming from. He's well entrenched in his beliefs. He doesn't back down. He's consistent in everything he believes in. As retarded as worldview is, as retarded it is that he wants to continue to push this black victim mentality, to cry about slavery, to cry about Jim Crow. I mean, it's a bunch of whiny nigga bullshit. They make excuses for niggas. I mean, they are a drag on the black community. They're the worst aspect of the black community. You have to deal with black liberals, who often don't live in predominantly black areas. They live in suburban white areas, will talk shit about white people and try to encourage niggas to continue doing the dumb behavior that they don't have to deal with. They don't have to live around. But with black conservatives, it's a special case, a very special case. Black conservatives often, no different than the black liberal, operate in the same way. Many of the black conservatives live in suburban white areas, completely disconnected from the actual problems of black people. And if you notice this, you look at all the black content creators, all the black conservative content creators, what is a common trait? They talk about 90 million other things. The one thing they refuse to talk about as much is black people, because they know they have no relatability. They know that they have no example or any experience dealing with nigga shit and dealing with the nigga problems that black people have to deal with every day.
Some of them, yeah.
They are not the champions of a strong, viable alternative for black people. They're just the mouthpieces for the Republican Party, the corporate establishment. Like I said, they're no different than the black liberals that they complain about and criticize each and every day. They fall into the same collective, the same group. They're no different. I despise the black conservative more than the black liberal, because the black conservative is not authentic. He's inauthentic. He's fake.
The black conservative is literally just bought and paid for. Like, no, there's no such thing as a true black, not conservative in the way that you guys are thinking. Because if you're thinking like just Republican, like right wing, just traditional, then yeah, that's actually what black people originated from. You know, we were the original traditionalist. Um, because you go to Nigeria, that's just how it is. You go to Africa, that's still how it is. There's no gays. There's no nothing like that. We're not progressive at all, right? But the black conservative in the way he's talking about is more like a mouthpiece for the MAGA movement. They just kind of get whatever rhetoric the from like the conservative, the GOP, government officials, and then they just spew out this stuff. So it's not actual, you know. I'm talking about like Byron Donaldson, people like that. Have you ever seen him like criticize black people? Like, hey, what are they doing? Beating people up at our Carnival Cruise. This is crazy. This is like the 20th fight at Carnival Cruise. What's going on? And this guy's in Florida, so I mean, they're literally doing the cruise. They're departing right where he's at. He's right at the departure. You know, and he's never said nothing about it. These are the people he's talking about.
Fraudulent. He offers absolutely nothing, no change, nothing different, nothing that you can consider, nothing that you can work towards. It's just regurgitating the same talking points you would hear from Sean Hannity, the same talking points you would hear from anyone on Fox News or anyone within the Republican Party.
Just a mouthpiece.
Why would I listen to a black conservative when I can go watch, I don't know, Will Cain, where I can go listen to Bill O'Reilly, or I can go listen to Sean Hannity, a fucking goofball, by the way. I'd rather listen to them than to listen to a black person saying this shit. If we're going to have a black conservative movement or black conservative party or a black conservative uprising in the black community, What are we providing black people? How relatable are we to the average black person? The average black person in their 20s right now has nothing in common with the black conservative. I fucking do because I grew up in the same areas. I didn't come to these conclusions because I was a black liberal and then I said something that, oh, the black liberals I disagreed on and we had an argument and they kicked me out and then I became a black conservative. That's the common story of a lot of black conservatives. They were once black liberals, they didn't get along on one thing and they became conservative just out of
Yep.
convenience. Because the one thing that niggas
That was my story, kind of. Kind of. I never really was a liberal per se. Um, but, you know, I was a degenerate. That's what I was. I wasn't a liberal, but I was a degenerate because I didn't really have a political view because I didn't care. I was a football player. I was a Chad. I was worried about women. I was worried about parties. I was worried about drugs. So I didn't care about politics. But you could have caught me at the BLM riot. You could have caught me posting a black square on Instagram. But I didn't know. I didn't really know. You know. But as soon as I had a political consciousness, I mean, I was always right wing. So couldn't be me.
hate is being left out of things. Niggas always want to be connected in a group. They always want to be included into some shit. Niggas hate being left out of it. So these niggas, coming from the suburban areas, going to the black liberal colleges, going to all these different black liberal events, they disagree on one thing, be it abortion, be immigration, be anything. They have one disagreement and they find themselves to be, well, I'm going to vote Republican this year, and I've been a Republican ever since. When you have people like me who grew up watching this shit, who grew up living in the nigga shit, and had parents, had neighbors, had people in my life that said this is not the way, opposes every day you live in this world. And every day as you grow up, find a way to change this. Find a way to attack this. Find a way to go beyond this. That's how I grew up. That's what surrounded me. I had the best of both worlds. I had a family that actually cared about being black and represented themselves properly, and that wanted to be taken with some respect, wanted to be taken seriously. And I grew up watching nigga shit. I would step out the house, the dinner table was nicely set, we had food, lights, everything was working fantastically, didn't have to worry. But when I stepped out on the street and I looked up at the corner and I saw a bunch of niggas drinking all damn day, I'm hearing helicopters flying overnight. Police are constantly in the neighborhood. There's shooting going up and down the street. People are ODing on drugs. When you see that, when you see the world of, I have a family that actually cares about
Bro lived in the
cares about the
boondocks.
betterment of their community, cares
Well, actually,
about
they didn't live in
their
the hood,
future
but
and the future of their children, and will act and carry themselves highly. They have respect for their name and where they come from. When you live in that circle, live in that household, and then you walk outside and see the opposite, a disgusting, disgusting reality, that is going to move you to find other alternatives. That is going to drive you to look at other things, look at things differently. But with the black conservative, no. I became conservative because I had one disagreement and I got kicked out of the friend group. They've never lived through all the nigga shit. They've come through it in passing. They have memories of them being a nigga, them being a black liberal, and they're reminded of that, and they make stories off of that. I don't have to make a story. I lived through it, and I can relate to the nigga problems. I can speak the language of niggas and call out their nigga shit. And that's why I'm hated so much. And this is why a lot of black conservatives don't like me, because they know, I know, deep down inside that they're full of shit. And this entire year of me making content, this entire year, especially going forward beyond this year, we will attack these people first before we attack black liberals. Why? Because a standard needs to be set.
Yeah.
There needs to be a strong, viable alternative for black people. And these people stand in the way of actually getting that. These people stand in the way of actually achieving that. The black liberal is the enemy. They stand in the way of all progress. But the black conservative stands in the way of building something that can challenge that.
I agree with that. I agree with that, man. I agree with that. Yeah. I could see where he's coming from, you know. I could see where he's coming from on that. That makes sense to me. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Um Shout out to Andre Williams. So what do you guys think? I mean, I feel like he was pretty spot on. The only thing I would say is if you're black and you are a mouthpiece, then, be a mouthpiece. Be a mouthpiece for MAGA, you know. But if you're going to be a mouthpiece, just be that. Don't then bring your blackness into it, bring your color and race into it. Because, I mean, for you, it's just a job. Like, this is just a job. It's nothing more than that. You're just like a news reporter. So I guess don't talk for the movement or the community because you're just like a talking piece, you know? And that's really what we're seeing a lot. That's what we're seeing a lot. And we're seeing it everywhere. But what would I classify myself as? I don't even know. I don't even know. Far right, revolutionary, independent, trying to ascend, life maxer, looks maxer, money maxer, status maxer. We're hitting all the maxes. And that's really how I live my life. I mean, I've been living my life like that forever. Um, so we've really been doing this for a long time coming. So now that's kind of what I'm pushing to the internet. That's the type of content that I'm doing. I will be political. Of course, I will be in the movement. I'm 26 now, so I feel like when you're older, you kind of just start getting an interest for politics. Like, all right, why do all the Indians own the 7-Elevens? Like, I want to know now, I want to know now, So you just get to that age, you start wondering. You start wondering things. And I'm at that age and I'm immersed myself into this movement. So I'll probably do like a collab with him one day. I could just see that. But it looks like he's here to stay. He's a good speaker. He's charismatic. He can, I think he has a show. So it looks like he can do long form content. I know he blew up off of IG Reels and like Reels, but it looks like he can do long form content. So I think he's here to stay. I saw him he was at a rally too. So, he's not afraid to go in real life, IRL. So he looks like a real piece in the right wing movement. So that's pretty exciting to see how that plays out. Always love getting a new character. Always love getting a new guy. But all in all, I think it was a good video. But like this video, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're rocking with them or not. Subscribe to the channel because we'll be giving the best commentary, the best videos. You'll see me debating. You'll see me talking to Huz, doing everything. So we'll see y'all later.